If you walk down the central aisles of your local supermarket today, everything appears stocked, organized, and permanent. But right beneath the surface, a historic clearing of the American pantry is taking place, and by the time most shoppers realize what is happening, it will be far too late to do anything about it. Major food manufacturing conglomerates, agricultural processing plants, and national supermarket chains are quietly pulling the plug on dozens of classic food products, cutting legacy formulations, and allowing standard inventory batches to run completely dry. These are not obscure luxury goods or seasonal novelties. They are 8 foundational grocery items and classic household staples that have fed American families for generations. When current warehouse distribution runs reach their final phase, these foods will vanish from store shelves permanently. If you do not know which products are being wiped out right now, you will only discover the truth when you arrive at a bare, discontinued shelf tag. Make sure you watch every second of this countdown, because while the early items on this list will force you to change how you shop, the food sitting at number 1 is a legendary American staple whose entire domestic supply line has reached a total dead end. Number 8. Legacy breakfast. Cereals with high sugar formulas. Starting off our countdown at number 8 is a category that defined American mornings for decades. Classic heritage breakfast cereals built on high-sugar, multi-grain recipe formulations. Food giants like General Mills have announced major production cuts and permanent discontinuations across secondary cereal lines, quietly pulling varieties like Honey Nut Cheerios, Medley Crunch, Chocolate Peanut Butter Cheerios, and specialized large-format specialty boxes from nationwide distribution. As operational profits in the dry cereal sector drop and consumer habits pivot away from high-sugar morning foods, manufacturers are executing severe SKU rationalization to cut factory downtime and eliminate expensive multi-ingredient production runs. Instead of maintaining dozens of colorful variations, brands are stripping their catalog down exclusively to baseline flagship boxes. When existing warehouse boxes clear off retail shelves, these nostalgic morning staples will not be restocked, closing the chapter on some of the most recognizable cereal recipes in grocery history. Losing beloved breakfast cereals will change the morning routine. But number 7 represents a classic lunchtime snack, where massive factory closures are wiping dozens of flavors off the map forever. Number 7. Niche name-brand chip varieties and flavored corn snacks. At number 7, we find specialized snack lines, specifically regional seasoned potato chips, flavored corn twists, and niche snack varieties produced by industry giants like Frito-Lay. In an unprecedented supply chain contraction, major snack food conglomerates have closed several long-standing manufacturing plants and permanently axed over 20 individual product varieties from active production. Fan-favorite items, including Lay's sweet and spicy honey, lightly salted barbecue, specialized poppables lines, Ruffles Smokehouse BBQ, and niche Chester's seasoned fries have been officially phased out to simplify factory logistics and cut industrial processing overhead. Corporate snack makers are deliberately redirecting their production lines towards stripped-down, dye-free formulas and high-margin bulk variety boxes. Once the remaining standalone bags disappear from convenience racks and grocery displays, these specific flavor profiles will be gone for good. While snack varieties are disappearing fast, number 6 is an ancient culinary foundation and emergency preservation staple whose domestic supply is facing an unprecedented agricultural blockade. Number 6. Authentic canned black olives and specialty pitted olives. Coming in at number 6 is an essential Mediterranean pantry workhorse: traditional canned black ripe olives, specialty pitted olives, and olive antipasto jars. For generations, keeping metal tins of black olives in the cupboard was an inexpensive way to add healthy fats, savory depth, and long-lasting storage flexibility to home-cooked meals, salads, and casseroles. However, consecutive seasons of blistering heat waves and extreme drought across major olive-growing regions in southern Europe and California have decimated commercial olive grove yields. Because raw olive harvests are at historic lows, international packing facilities are prioritizing high-dollar whole olive oil, pressing over low-margin consumer canning operations. Compounded by surging shipping tariffs and skyrocketing metal container costs, major grocery chains are quietly receiving their final shipments of budget canned olives, leaving empty shelf slots that retailers are permanently reallocating to higher-margin specialty sources. Losing canned olives strikes a heavy blow to home cooking, but number 5 is a critical, long-lasting baking foundation that is caught in the middle of a massive federal regulatory phase-out. Number 5. Diet sodas, using legacy. Artificial sweetener blends. Reaching number 5 on our list, we find traditional diet sodas and secondary flavored carbonated beverages built around older artificial sweetener formulations. For decades, legacy diet sodas held massive real estate in supermarket beverage aisles, offering calorie-free alternatives to mainstream soft drinks. But the commercial beverage sector has made a decisive, permanent pivot toward modern zero-sugar formulations designed to mimic full-sugar soda profiles. Major beverage corporations are systematically terminating production runs for secondary diet flavors, such as diet cherry, diet caffeine-free citrus, and older diet fruit formulas, because maintaining dual distribution lines for both older diet recipes and newer zero-sugar lines is no longer economically viable. Retailers are aggressively clearing these slow-moving diet SKUs to open up shelf space for booming energy drink lines and functional sparkling waters. If your household still relies on specific classic diet formulations, you are looking at the final inventory cycle before they are permanently erased from supermarket planograms. Beverage aisles are changing forever, but number 4 is an irreplaceable, high-fat dairy and baking essential that sits at the very heart of traditional home cooking and emergency food storage. Number 4. Shelf-stable coconut milk and bulk baking creams. Moving into the top tier at number 4, we have traditional canned full-fat coconut milk, shelf-stable creamers, and specialized Asian cooking staples. For millions of households, keeping canned coconut milk in the pantry serves as a vital non-dairy fat source that provides exceptional shelf stability, rich calories, and cooking flexibility without requiring refrigeration. But the global supply network behind commercial coconut farming has hit severe operational strain. The primary coconut-producing belts across Southeast Asia have faced severe climate stress, aging tree stock, and devastating pest infestations that have drastically reduced raw fruit yields. At the same time, international freight shipping bottlenecks and spiking tinplate container costs have driven wholesale import prices to unsustainable baselines. In response, commercial grocery distributors are clearing out low-cost store brand cans and replacing them with expensive, perishable refrigerated cartons that spoil within days. As remaining wholesale canned inventory runs dry, home cooks who rely on authentic, shelf-stable coconut creams will find them permanently removed from standard grocery store aisles. Losing canned coconut milk permanently alters budget cooking, but number 3 represents one of the most nutrient-dense survival staples ever created, and its supply is facing a total industrial freeze. Number 3. Pure tahini and shelf-stable seed butters. At number 3, we have one of the most versatile, mineral-rich superfoods in existence: pure stone-ground tahini paste and specialty sesame seed spreads. Tahini is a crucial culinary building block, used in scratch hummus, savory sauces, dressings, and emergency protein storage, because it delivers dense, healthy fats and proteins with a shelf life spanning multiple years without spoiling. However, commercial sesame seed agriculture is heavily concentrated in volatile growing hubs across the Horn of Africa and the Middle East. Severe geopolitical disruptions, trade corridor blockades, and extreme regional droughts have crippled sesame export volumes, sending raw seed commodity prices to record highs. Because tahini is a specialized, low-volume product in mainstream American supermarkets, retail buyers are refusing to absorb these dramatic wholesale spikes, quietly canceling recurring supplier orders and dropping tahini from physical shelf layouts entirely. Once current jars clear off store shelves, shoppers will be forced to hunt for this essential pantry foundation exclusively through expensive online specialty distributors. Tahini disappearance removes a vital nutritional safety net. But number 2 is an essential staple of vegetarian cooking and health-conscious food storage that is running out of production facilities entirely. Number 2. Pure nutritional yeast and specialized fortified flakes. Coming in at the critically important number 2 spot is deactivated nutritional yeast flakes, savory seasoning powders, and bulk fortified dietary flakes. Long cherished by plant-based eaters, homesteaders, and survival preppers, nutritional yeast is an unmatched nutritional powerhouse packed with complete protein, B-complex vitamins, and a naturally savory cheese-like flavor that keeps simple emergency meals appetizing. But producing commercial nutritional yeast requires a complex, highly sterile, energy-intensive biological fermentation process using precise sugar beet molasses and specialized industrial bioreactors. Skyrocketing industrial utility rates, rising raw molasses costs, and a wave of processing plant consolidations have forced major biotech ingredient suppliers to scale back output and prioritize high-margin pharmaceutical yeast derivatives over consumer food flakes. As major grocery chains let their supply agreements lapse, standard retail canisters of nutritional yeast are entering their final distribution phase, quietly disappearing from the spice and health food aisles for good. Now, before we reveal the number 1 food on this list, think about the breakfast table you grew up with. One iconic staple sustained American families through the Great Depression, World War II, and every modern crisis. Right now, its final production line has officially been shut down forever. Number 1. Traditional frozen juice concentrates, Minute Maid legacy tubes. Arriving at the top of our list at number 1 is the permanent, historic end of classic frozen juice concentrates. Led by the nationwide discontinuation of Minute Maid frozen orange juice, lemonade, and fruit punch cylinders. For over 80 years, these compact cardboard and metal tubes were the absolute gold standard of affordable breakfast drinks. You bought a single frozen tube for around $1, added water, and fed an entire family for pennies. But Coca-Cola and national retail distributors have officially ceased production across the United States and Canada, marking the total extinction of this legendary grocery format. Florida's citrus harvest has suffered catastrophic, irreversible declines due to incurable citrus greening disease and repeated hurricane landfalls, leaving zero surplus fruit for low-margin commercial freezing. At the same time, grocery chains are eager to reclaim costly freezer real estate to stock expensive single-serve smoothie bowls and frozen meal kits. As remaining warehouse stock trickles through store clearance racks over the coming months, once these iconic frozen tubes sell out, you will never see them inside an American grocery store again. The permanent shelf shift. How to adapt. Today, when you look across all 8 of these disappearing staples, the broader reality of modern grocery shopping becomes undeniable. Supermarkets are not simply managing temporary supply chain hiccups. They are permanently shedding affordable, long-lasting, and specialized staples to transform their stores into high-margin convenience hubs. To protect your kitchen and ensure your home pantry remains resilient against these permanent product wipeouts, audit your true reliance. Review your family's favorite recipes right now to identify which of these 8 staples you regularly depend on for nutrition or flavor. Grab remaining stock on site. When you spot these items on clearance or at standard prices during your next shopping trip, secure backup units before final distribution runs dry. Shift to whole commodity foundations. Replace processed, specialty products with indestructible raw commodities, bulk raw grains, whole spices, dry beans, and basic baking staples that cannot be discontinued by corporate boardrooms. The items you see on grocery shelves today will not be there tomorrow, and the consumers who wait for official announcements will be left staring at bare metal racks. Now, check your own pantry. Which of these 8 disappearing foods will leave the biggest hole in your household routine? And what are you buying this week to replace it? Drop your thoughts and strategies in the comments below. Share this video with someone who needs to see what is disappearing from the stores, and subscribe to Statewatchusa to stay ahead of the critical changes reshaping everyday life in America.